to Inside the Market, the podcast where we talk about everything real estate in a way that is easy to understand. Hi, I'm your host, Rebecca Ortiz, real estate agent, and I'm here to help you navigate the world of real estate without the stress and confusion. And I am so excited about today's episode because today we have a special guest that will be helping us navigate the world of credit and real estate. And if home ownership is your goal and your dream, then you don't want to miss out on this episode. Help me welcoming Edward Morales, credit expert. Welcome, Edward.
Well, thank you for having me, Becky, and I am glad to be here. I'm excited. Thank you for the invitation. Any opportunity that I get to speak about credit and help, home buyers, future home buyers. I'm all about it.
Oh, awesome. I've had the privilege, Edward, of working with you for about maybe 5 to 6 months, not so long ago, and I have learned so much. And the cool thing is that when I was working with you, I was also studying for my real estate exam. So I got to see more about how credit works and how you've helped clients that were sent to you or clients that called and were like, you know what, I want to buy a house, or I need more info about my credit. I need to help navigating my credit. And I got to sit in on some of the meetings that you had with them. And you even have like success stories, or not, I don't know if they'd be called like success stories, but story. Yeah. Okay. We'll call it success stories where you've helped clients that when they first came to you, they were nowhere near being able to purchase a house because their credit was not where it needed to be at. And I've seen how you've helped them navigate, and the tips and all the advice that you gave them. And I think not so long ago, one of your clients just purchased a house, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah. So that every time I see that, because the first questions I ask when they come to see us, or they request an assessment, a credit assessment. We like to call them credit assessments because we really dive deep into their entire credit profile, see what's going on, let them know what the client, hey, you continue to do this. You're doing this the right way to help improve your credit score. Don't do this. Open this line of credit.
Yeah.
These are potential violations on your consumer report that we, may be able to assist you with. And at the same time, we flat out tell them, look, there's nothing we can do about this late payment or this particular account, because 99% of the time the negative account does belong to the client.
Yeah.
So, nevertheless, I get very excited because once we have that initial assessment / consultation and we go over their goals with credit, well, I want to buy a house, or I want to refinance my house, or I want to get a car. When I see those them post on social media, like, babe, they got keys to my house, got the keys to my car, or they'll message me directly. That is just like the ultimate credit high for me. Because they mean, hey, we achieved your goals, and at the same time, like it may take someone a few months, and it may take someone, a couple of years, because of whatever reason, right? Money issues, unexpected, medical issues, that takes up all their money. Now they have to put the credit stuff aside. But I mean, we see all types of credit reports with different negative accounts. And the number one thing is I always ask them, hey, what is your goal with credit repair? That way, I know that, and we can work towards that goal, because you don't need to be working with us or us assisting you with your credit forever. You can still purchase a house with negative accounts on your credit report, right? So once you're hit that mark with credit wise, then we're good to go.
Awesome. So I want to jump right in, and this is my question, and I know a lot of people, even like working with you, have. So what is the relationship between real estate and credit? Why is it so important? Why is credit so important in the real estate?
Well, credit is everything, right? It's the very first step in which the mortgage lender is going to take a look. They're going to take your application. They're going to run your credit to see which loan program you're going to qualify for. The most popular program that is available out there that a lot of first-time home buyers want to apply for is the down payment assistance program. So right away, I know been in the industry for many, many years, and working alongside many great lenders. I know that the minimum credit score required for that is a 640, right? So I would say the relationship, I guess, or how credit goes hand in hand with the real estate industry is, I mean, a lot of people think is, okay, find a house you like, approach the real estate agent. The real estate agent is going to ask you if you're qualified or not. They're going to be like, what the heck is that? Well, they're going to send you to a lender. Lender's going to run credit. They're going to tell you whether or not you're credit ready to move on to, the next phase of the application, which is how much you can borrow,
Yeah.
right? So to me, I see that as the backwards way.
Yeah.
I think we need to do a better job at educating consumers or home buyers, as to, like, hey, everything starts with credit first, okay?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to run your credit, or I don't want to send to the lender to run your
Mhm.
credit, and then come to find out you're not credit ready. Now you're taking on a hard inquiry,
Yeah.
which means that run your credit is going to impact 10% of your credit
Mhm.
score. And then now you're in a deeper hole,
And
right?
10% could be some
Makes
big when it
it can
comes
make
to like
yeah,
points and stuff like that,
exactly.
right?
So the way that I like to, I always advise,
Yeah.
my referral clients. So Becky, you're my referral
Yes.
client. And I've had this conversation with you,
Because I've
about.
been your client.
Yes. So I have this conversation with
Yeah.
you about, hey, look, whenever a potential home buyer, reaches out to you about, hey, I want to buy a house. I saw a house that I like. I always say, ask them, a number of
Yeah.
questions, right? And if they
Yeah.
answer yes to one of those, chances are that they are not ready to qualify for that down payment
Yeah.
assistance program, right? So questions you should ask them: do you have any recent late payments? Do you have high credit card
Mhm.
balances? Do you have any collections or charge-offs? Any bankruptcies?
Yeah.
If they answer, actually, if do they have anything open at all, any kind
Yeah.
of lines of credit,
Yeah.
if they answer yes to, like, all one or more of those questions, right? Then chances are they're not ready to
Yeah.
qualify. So why send them to the lender to run
Mhm.
their credit, and then put them in a deeper hole, right?
Yeah.
So first, the thing that I always recommend lenders and you realtors is, if ask them those simple questions, right? If
Yeah.
they answer yes, send them over to us, because we will never ever run a hard, or pull a hard
Yeah.
credit, or run a I'm sorry,
Mhm.
we will never run their
Yeah.
credit and give them a hard inquiry to determine whether or not they're ready to qualify to
Yes,
buy
and
a
that's what I
house.
loved about, your services was that, like, you it doesn't, the way that you process everything, you help them, you try to take care of their credit as
Oh,
much
we
as
have
possible.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that. Even I know there was like a program or a site that's called My Annual Credit Report that doesn't that runs their credit and it doesn't affect it, right? Or something like
So
that.
the annual credit report, it shows you like, it's like the report card of your credit
Yeah.
profile, right?
Hmm.
You're referring to myfico.com.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
myfico, right? So we know that lenders use three different versions of a credit score from FICO
Hmm.
to determine your credit score for purchasing a home.
Okay.
So you can actually get all of your FICO scores for mortgages, right? You can get the ones for auto lending. You can get the FICO scores for credit cards. There are even newer models of a FICO score, and you can pay the $39. I'm sorry, 29.95.
Yes.
My bad, 29.95 one-time fee. You can get all of those FICO scores, and on there you'll see your mortgage scores without an impact to your credit. So if you're working with us, and we know
Yeah.
that your goal is to qualify for a first-time home buyer down payment assistance, mortgage,
Yeah.
we're not even going to send you to the lender until we know for a fact that your mortgage scores meet the minimum credit score required to qualify for that loan.
And that, I think that's so awesome because I think a lot of people when they're like like you explained a couple seconds ago, they go look at a house and then they go to, and it's like they start
Yes.
everything backwards. And I liked it where like you explain it and it's just like, you know what, let's see what your credit score is without impacting it, without
Yes.
affecting it. Because I think when it comes to your credit score, like every point matters, especially if they want to get
Yes.
into those programs that are offered first time buyers program, the down payment assistant program. You want to take care of every single
Yes.
point. So credit plays a big role in the home buying
Oh
process.
yes, it's the very first step.
Yeah.
After that, and even then too, what I think makes our company a little bit different than any other credit repair
Hmm.
company is the fact that we understand what the lenders look for,
Yeah.
what the real estate agents or the
Hmm.
realtors, need, the needs
Yeah.
of where they need their buyers to be at.
Hmm.
So when you come to us and your goal is to buy a house,
Yeah.
not only will we have you credit ready, we'll
Hmm.
know you're going to qualify for that loan, but we're also going to guide you and let you know and prepare you
Yeah.
about the documents you're going to be needing, to present to the lender. We're also going to be talking to you about closing costs, how much you should be saving for,
Yeah.
because even though you are qualifying for down payment assistance, right? Zero down saves you thousands of dollars. There are other costs that are associated with a real estate transaction,
Hmm.
right? Closing costs. You're talking about your appraisal fees, right?
Yeah.
Title and escrow, lender fees. So, and that's not even the inspection fee
Hmm.
either. So we
Yeah.
let these guys know, so that way we don't just say, "Hey, you're credit ready. Now go talk to the lender. Lender
Yeah.
runs your credit. Yeah, you're ready now, but do you have any money saved up for your closing costs? Do you know
Hmm.
about all this stuff?" And they're gonna be like, "Oh, nobody told me."
Yeah.
Luckily with us, we know all those steps that are
Yeah.
what's ahead, so we can prepare the client.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Edward, for sharing your knowledge. And I know there's so much more that you have to share.
We
So
scratched
yes,
the very surface. There's so much
yes,
more. I'm kind of like want to hold back a little
yeah,
bit, but yeah, I just want to,
yes,
yeah, provide you those straight
yes.
answers for the question.
Okay. So first step is knowing where you stand with your credit, understanding credit, and that is something that you could help them out with.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much, Edward.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna do like a little offer for your listeners.
Okay. Yes. Let's go.
Okay, so yeah, so we do normally have a fee for what we call the assessment, right?
Okay.
So any listeners, if you guys want to if you guys want to get a credit
Yes.
assessment, we'll do one for free.
Awesome.
Just mention that you heard, the free offer from the
Yes, I
podcast,
love that.
and we'll definitely, provide the free assessment.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So you guys heard it right here. If you are in the process or you want to buy a house and you don't know where your credit is at, you don't even know, maybe you don't even, I don't have credit and you just don't know how the process works. Go ahead. I'm going to leave the information down here below for Edward Morales, Bryce Credit Solutions. And he can help you get on the right path, share with you his expertise, give you his tips, tell you what to do to get you on the right path to buy the home of your dreams. Thank you so much.